GTA Online launched in 2013. It was supposed to be a bonus mode, a side feature, something you played for a few weeks after finishing the story. 12 years later, it's still running, still generating hundreds of millions of dollars every year, still pulling in 180,000 concurrent players on Steam alone in early 2026. No other multiplayer game in history has done that. And Rockstar just built GTA 6 Online, on top of everything they learned from 12 years of running the most financially successful multiplayer platform in gaming. So the question isn't whether GTA 6 Online is going to be good. The question is, what does every other multiplayer game do when this thing launches? Here's what the gaming community keeps getting wrong about GTA 6 Online. They compare it to GTA Online. They think about the grind, the shark cards, the modders ruining lobbies, the loading screens that took 10 minutes to drop you into an empty session. And they assume GTA 6 Online is just going to be that but shinier. But that comparison misses something fundamental. GTA Online was built on 2013 peer-to-peer networking, bolted onto a last-gen engine, and kept alive by a team that was essentially patching a 12-year-old foundation. Every update was fighting the original architecture. GTA 6 Online isn't an update, it's a ground-up rebuild, on a map potentially double the size, with NPC systems, physics, and world interactivity that didn't exist in gaming 5 years ago. Built by a studio that now has 12 years of data on exactly what keeps players inside a world and what drives them out. And when we get to the word systems section of this video, specifically how the living world of GTA 6 changes what multiplayer actually feels like, that's when the gap between this and every other online game becomes genuinely hard to argue against. To understand what GTA 6 Online could be, you have to understand what GTA Online actually became. Because nobody predicted it. In 2013, Rockstar's own projections didn't account for GTA Online running into 2026. It was a multiplayer mode attached to a single-player game. What it became was a persistent criminal universe that generated more revenue than most gaming studios produce in their entire lifetime. Heists, properties, businesses, motorcycles, clubs, a whole economy. Players didn't just log in to play a game. They logged in to run a business, maintain a crew, and build a character that existed in an ongoing world. That's not a multiplayer mode. That's a second life. And GTA 6 Online is being built with that understanding from day one, not discovered 12 years in. Quick pause because I want to know something before we go further. Right now, what's your main multiplayer game? The one you actually log into every week without thinking about it? Drop it in the comments. COD, Fortnite, FIFA, Warzone, whatever it is. Because by the end of this video, I want you to come back and tell me if you still think it survives GTA 6 Online. But here's where the conversation gets real. Because GTA 6 Online isn't just competing with GTA Online, it's competing with the entire multiplayer landscape. Fortnite has held the casual market for 7 years by constantly reinventing itself, new seasons, new collaborations, new mechanics every few months. COD has held the shooter audience with a new release almost every single year. FIFA now, EAFC prints money annually by selling the same product with updated rosters. These games survive because they keep the loop fresh. New content, new seasons, new reasons to come back. GTA 6 Online doesn't need a seasonal refresh. It has a living world underneath it that generates new situations organically, because the world itself is reactive, not just the content calendar. That's a fundamentally different proposition, and no other game on the market is built that way. Here's what makes GTA 6 Online different at its foundation, and it's not the graphics. It's the world systems running underneath the multiplayer. In GTA Online, the world was static. NPCs existed to be ignored or shot. The city was a backdrop for missions, not a living environment that reacted to what players were doing. GTA 6 Online exists inside a world where NPCs have daily routines, where crimes get filmed and posted to in-game social media, where the wanted system tracks you using CCTV footage and clothing descriptions, where 700 enterable interiors mean that every building in Vice City is a potential location for player-driven events. Now put 32 players or more inside that world simultaneously. Suddenly the city isn't a backdrop, it's a stage, and every session becomes its own emergent story that nobody scripted, nobody planned, and nobody could have predicted. That's what GTA Online accidentally became at its best moments. GTA 6 Online is engineering those moments deliberately. The competition can't match the foundation. Let's be direct about something the gaming industry doesn't want to say out loud. No other studio can build what Rockstar is building with GTA 6 Online. Not because they lack talent, because they lack the foundation. Fortnite's world is designed to be disposable, seasonal, temporary, built to be replaced. That's its strength for casual engagement and its ceiling for depth. COD's Online is built around skill-based combat loops that reset every match. There's no persistence, no world, no ongoing story. FIFA's Online is transactional, you play a match, it ends, the world doesn't change. GTA 6 Online is the only multiplayer game being built on a persistent, reactive, handcrafted open world with physics, AI, and social systems that make every session different from the last. Rockstar also acquired Citizen FX, the team behind 5M and Red-M, the roleplay platforms that kept GTA Online culturally alive for years through player-created servers. That acquisition isn't just about IP protection. It's Rockstar signaling that player-created worlds and roleplay ecosystems are going to be a first-class feature of GTA 6 Online, not a third-party workaround. So here's why GTA 6 Online could genuinely be the last multiplayer game a generation of players ever needs. And it comes down to three things no competitor is offering simultaneously. First, depth, that compounds over time. GTA Online got more valuable the longer you played it, more businesses, more properties, more criminal enterprise. GTA 6 Online starts with a world 10 times more complex, and a team that knows exactly how to layer content on top of a live service for a decade. The longer you're in, the more there is. That loop never broke in GTA Online, and it's not going to break here. Second, a world that makes its own content. Every other multiplayer game needs a content team dropping new seasons to keep players engaged. GTA 6 Online's world generates emergent situations organically because the NPC systems, the social media mechanics, the wanted system, and the physics engine create unpredictable interactions every session. You don't wait for Rockstar to add content. The content happens because 32 players are loose inside the living city. And third, scale that nobody else can match. Lobbies confirm that 32 players or more. A map potentially double GTA 5's size. 700 enterable interiors. A criminal economy. A roleplay ecosystem. And a social platform baked directly into the world. No other multiplayer game is operating at this level of ambition. Not one. And they can't catch up, because you can't retrofit a living world onto a game that wasn't built for it. Now, one honest moment, because GTA Online's launch in 2013 was a disaster. Servers crashed, progress wiped, players couldn't connect for weeks. Rockstar launched one of the most ambitious online modes in gaming history, and the infrastructure collapsed under its own weight. GTA 6 Online launches in November 2026 into a gaming landscape where players have zero patience for broken launches. Day one server failures would be catastrophic at this scale. Rockstar knows this. They've had 12 years to learn it, but the risk is real, and is the one variable nobody can control until launch day. Here's the reality. GTA Online wasn't supposed to be a 12-year platform. It became one because Rockstar built a world deep enough to keep players inside it, and kept feeding it until it became a cultural institution. GTA 6 Online is being built with that as the starting point, not the accidental outcome, the intention. Every other multiplayer game competes on mechanics, on seasons, on content drops. GTA 6 Online is competing on world. And when the world is this deep, the mechanics, the seasons, and the content drops are almost secondary. November 19th isn't just a game launch. It's the opening of a world that could absorb a generation of players for the next decade. So you dropped your main multiplayer game in the comments earlier. Now tell me, is GTA 6 Online actually replacing it, or do you think your game survives? Because I think some of those games are done the moment Vice City opens, and I think you already know which ones.